Now, I'm a very big believer that with the rise of social networking comes the rise of knowledge management. And if you look at the past several years, particularly on the personal side, knowledge management and social networking have really gone hand in hand. And so while prior to the rise of social networking, individuals may have been reluctant to give up their knowledge, particularly in a business sense, using tools such as wikis, Twitters, blogs, intranets has really opened the door to encouraging individuals to contribute and share their knowledge. Now, of course, there is still the challenge of making sure that that knowledge is accurate and that it's current. But within organizations, we're seeing more and more where they have internal Twitters or they have internal wikis, or many organizations have started external blogs as well as internal blogs. My organization has 2 blogs right now. ITSM Professor for subject matter expertise, and I have Jayne Explains for explaining the industry. So I'm sharing my knowledge in a very different but very comfortable way. So I'm a very big believer that organizations, from business perspective, should leverage social networking to improve their knowledge management processes. You can use knowledge management, social networking, to capture intuitive knowledge that doesn't necessarily fit into a field. So I've seen organizations put wikis or blogs in front of their knowledge management databases, sort of like a Wikipedia, where you can read a free-form piece of knowledge about a particular topic and then query your way down through the databases. So this is a great way to capture knowledge that doesn't necessarily fit into a field. It's much less intimidating or restrictive than a database format. So it does allow for the free flow of ideas, of experiences, of insight, and still can be built on top of as a front end to a formal database. It does encourage staff and supplier participation. Again, it must be managed carefully. But with today's use of Twitter and wikis and blogs and all sorts of intranets, the opportunity to make sharing knowledge more comfortable, to be able to collect it in a less expensive way, and I think most importantly, be able to collect the softer knowledge or the intuitive knowledge that's always been difficult in the past, really lends itself to looking at social networking as a business tool. It is important to be managed, so all submitted knowledge must be fitted and filtered and controlled for accuracy and appropriateness. But if you get that under control, it's just a great way to be able to encourage that knowledge sharing.